Today we want to talk about why resisting change is ruining your relationship. And it's something that I can speak, from personal experience about, because it's something that I've been doing a lot throughout my life, resisting a lot of changes. And it's something we all do at times, because there's things that we have to do that are uncomfortable and we don't want to do them. So instead of just facing up to the fact, a lot of the time, in my experience, what I've done is I've avoided it. I've made other people wrong. I've blamed Aston, or I've blamed,
the world, the government, the children, anybody.
Made up anyone. Excuses as to why I couldn't do it. Made it a lot harder than what it needed to be. And this causes really big issues in your relationship.
Massive problems. Like I can laugh now because it's so in the light in our relationship now. Like we've brought that darkness into the light, so I can laugh and be like, wow, like we really do teach what we preach. We practice what we teach. Like we are an embodiment of this work. This is not theory. This is real life experience and real life going through it. That's why watching this you can probably relate, because we've actually been through it, so we know how you feel. And honestly, the resistance is ruining our relationships. Like that, put simply, that's the core thing. The resistance to change, the resistance to do the work, the resistance to grow, the resistance to open up to your partner, the resistance to let them to influence you. Like think about all of the ways you are currently expending so much energy resisting your partner, resisting the evolution of your life, resisting the evolution of you. Like it's crazy. Like I remember like watching Adam in our relationship and observing and just watching how much energy, time, effort, money he was putting into resisting, and thinking, wow, if only he put that same energy into actually growing and embracing the change and being willing, where would he be? What would he be doing? Like, what could he achieve? And this will be the same for you. Like, it doesn't take more energy to change.
No.
It doesn't. It takes the same amount of energy to resist change as it does to actually change.
Yeah.
But one gets you closer to what you want. One gets you the relationship that you want, the connection that you want, the life that you want, whatever it is. And the other just gets you further and further away from it. And it can actually cause that much destruction, like in our relationship, where it got to a point where we had to have this real talk, that I said to Adam, I believe in you and I believe in your potential, but if you are committed to resisting that, there is nothing I can do about it. Unless you decide to actually step into your potential, our relationship can't continue, because it's deeply important to me. And I actually believe it's deeply important to all of our souls. Like, this is not woo-woo, it's real, it's practical, it's the work, it's the real work we're all here to do. What creates so much of the stress in our lives at the moment is we're spending so much time doing things that mean nothing to us, doing things that are not important, working in jobs that are not fulfilling, that we don't care about. We're acting like this is happening to us, but we're making choices to resist our heart's path or our soul's path, the path we're actually here to follow, the work we're here to do, the growth we're here to step into, the lessons we're here to learn. We're resisting them. And that's where the real pain and suffering comes from. It's crazy.
It is crazy. So we want you to ask yourself, what are you resisting right now? Just ask yourself, just get out a bit of paper and just or your phone and write down, what are you resisting right now? What are you putting off? What are you avoiding?
These are the
ways. What are you complaining about? Or what are you trying to project onto someone else?
Adam's favourite way to resist,
not take responsibility,
was to make me the problem and not take responsibility. And we see this in clients and couples all the time. They just want to blame their partner. Like, our relationship would be fine if they changed. Okay, well, that's the first sign that you need to change. If you're telling someone else they need to change, it means that's a hint. You're resisting change. Be the change to help them want to open to change.
And once you've asked that, sorry to cut you off. Once you've asked that question, then I want you to have a think and check in with your body. How do you actually feel right now? Are you feeling energized, happy, fulfilled, excited about your life? Or are you feeling depressed, sad, low energy? Those are key signs that you're resisting something and you're avoiding changing something that you need to change. So ask the question and then check in with your body and how you're feeling.
Yeah, it
And then you can
completely-
start to make some subtle changes. You can start to, then ask, what do I need to change?
Yeah, and
to move
and do it from your heart. Like
Yeah.
Adam made this
Yeah.
mistake so many times, and we see our couples that we work with, women that we work with, do it all the time. We live in such a logical, masculine, mind-orientated world, and that's really why we're in so much pain and suffering, because your mind and your ego is all about surviving, just survival, not thriving, not joy, not fulfillment, not happiness, not all the other things you want to experience. And particularly in your relationship, like we're talking about, logic does not rule. When you try and have a conversation with your partner or try and resolve a tough conversation from your mind, how does it go? Doesn't go well, does it? You end up blaming each other, pointing the finger, protecting, defending, avoiding, all of these forms of resistance. Why? Because your mind, your ego doesn't want to change. It loves the familiar. Even if that familiar to you feels so uncomfortable right now, it's familiar. Yeah. And so your mind and your ego wants to keep you there. Don't trust that voice. Trust your heart and soul. Your heart and soul wants you to thrive. Your heart and soul wants you to experience love. In order to experience love, you have to connect to your heart and soul. Your mind doesn't know what love is. It's not built for that. It's built to help you survive. That's it. It's built to protect you from danger. And that helped as a child. Maybe sometimes you needed to put on these masks and have some resistance, or I don't personally believe that, but I know some people feel that those masks are protecting them. Maybe they did as a child, but get real with yourself. Adam had to do that and ask himself, okay, well, are those masks serving me now? And take the feedback from your environment. Look at your results. If you're not in the relationship that you want to be, if you don't feel connected, if you don't feel loved, if you're not living in alignment with what's important to you, you're not actually living your values, then take the feedback and go, okay, I'm not living from my heart and soul. I'm literally just operating from my mind, doing what makes sense, but what makes sense is not going to make you happy. They're two completely different things. Yeah. And in a relationship, you really need to discern between that, and you need to spend more time in your heart and soul. And that's how you break down these walls of resistance. You don't break them down from your mind. You get into your heart, you feel the resistance. You feel it. And that's what Adam had to do. We had to have, some deep conversations where firstly I took down my walls and I said to Adam, I can feel you're resisting. What are you resisting? What are you scared of? Share with me, what is your biggest fear? Why are you resisting change? Yeah.
And for me, there was some traumas that I had as a child where I was in front of the class. This was one particular experience, and we've all had these little traumas. Maybe it was your parents, maybe it was a particular event. But for me, it was speaking in front of the class. That was one of them, and I was laughed at because I couldn't complete the speech, and it really affected me. And then I've played this pattern where I've tried to protect and hide from putting myself in positions where I could be exposed or could be made fun of or laughed at, and that has kept me playing small and really hiding from my soul's gifts and the things that I'm here to do in this life. Yeah. So I've made decisions based on a past event from when I was a child, and it's really kept me stuck.
Yeah, because you're now an adult, you're a man, you're a husband, you're a father. Yeah. So that doesn't work. No. You need to be able to lead yourself and lead other people. And if you are still like a little boy operating in a man's body, and this is like, there's little girls operating in women's bodies, and we need to have love and compassion for that, but then we also need to do the work to reparent ourselves, to ask better questions, to get better answers, and ultimately face what you're resisting. The only way through is through. You have to go through the resistance, and like I said in the beginning, it takes the same amount of energy to resist the very thing you need to do, and then just do the very thing you need to do. And this is what Adam realized. And, through going through this process ourselves, you realize it's okay to do it scared. It's okay to be afraid. Like, I still get scared. I still get afraid. Like, nobody knows all the answers, but you're never going to find them resisting them, ever. Yep. Nobody ever finds the answers by resisting the answer or resisting doing the work. That you don't find the answer by doing that. So Resisting is what's keeping you stuck. Healing does not take time. Healing takes work. Healing takes effort. It takes energy. And at the moment, you can't heal in your life or your relationship or even in yourself because you're putting all of your energy into resisting the healing, resisting the progress, resisting the change, resisting the work. So when I hear people say, oh, it's just going to take time. No, time alone is not enough to heal your relationship, to heal anything in your life. You must do the work. You have to be a willing participant in your own life. It is your life. It is your job to do the work, to seek the help, to want to find the answers and then actually take the action, to really come, to learn that lesson. You like Adam had to learn the lesson and then practice it. And the first time you do it is hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's hard. But once you've done it, you realize, wow, why did I resist that for so long?
Yeah.
Why did I put that off? What an idiot.
Because it feels so good on the other side.
Feels
so
so
you've been
good.
feeling so terrible for so long, resisting whatever it is you're resisting.
Not moving forward.
Forward, having all these problems in your relationship. You then remove all the mass and the resistance and you take the action. And then everything feels so much better and you wonder why you were, keeping yourself stuck for so long. So the key is really being willing and open to a different possibility. Being able to really objectively look at yourself and then take some action.
Have the awareness that firstly, come back to that. What am I resisting? If you're not getting something that you want in your life or relationship, you're resisting something. The only thing in your way is you every single time. And I laugh because I have to take that medicine as well. I have to take my own medicine and go, okay, I'm not getting what I want. What am I resisting? Oh, that. I need to go and do that. And as soon as I do that, as soon as I open to that thing, have that conversation with Adam, start working with that coach, do that course, whatever it is, I move forward. And you move forward like that. Like this is how time can you can make quantum leaps and how you can work with time and time can be your ally. Like you can work together because you're not resisting it. You're letting life flow through you. You're learning the lessons. You're letting life touch you and you're moving with the flow of life. You're not blocking it because it's a bit uncomfortable. Like we have to get over this thing of just being so committed to being comfortable. This is what Adam had, really. He was choosing comfort. Constantly choosing comfort over growth. Over change, over progress, over a reward, over protecting his family, over providing for his family. I see this in men all the time. They're choosing comfort. And they're it's so destructive. It's causing so much pain. They hurt their wives, they hurt their children. It's unintentional, I know, because it was unintentional from Adam's point of view as well. But he had to get really real with himself and tell the truth that he was choosing comfort. He wanted to just be comfortable rather than do the right thing, which is the hard thing. And that means lean into the change, make the change. So we really hope this inspires you to just, one, take a moment to reflect and bring some awareness to what are you resisting. Number two, decide to take that action. Step into whatever you're resisting. And then three, continue to do that. Continue to practice it. This is not a one and done thing.
That's key.
I cannot stress this enough. Everybody wants the magic pill, just drink some cacao and then all my problems go away, or go to one breathwork ceremony and everything's gone. Do one course and my life is fixed. Nothing in life works like that. You have to service your car. You have to clean your home. You have to go to the gym to create muscles in your body. You have to work on your relationship to have an amazing relationship. It's not rocket science. It's crazy. But we've become really just so lazy and just so committed to convenience and comfort that we don't do the things we need to do to get what we actually want. It is crazy. We end up doing the opposite. We sit on the couch, we scroll on our phone, we say we resist that change, we resist doing the hard thing. And then we wonder why we don't have what we want in our lives. We wonder why we don't have these amazing relationships, or we don't feel like we're growing or achieving or expanding and evolving as human beings. Like every single element of nature evolves. Every single element of nature. Like that nature does not resist evolution. It changes and evolves every single day. every single minute. It's the one constant actually in our lives that we can really trust is change. But you're not trusting it. Adam wasn't trusting it.
No.
You're trying to control it. You think you can outsmart evolution or you can outsmart nature and just stay comfortable and not change and get everything that you want. And technology and all the comforts that we have in our lives have really screwed us over and made us think that we can have everything that we want by just staying comfortable.
And it can be quick and it can be easy, and you just got to jump on your phone and all the answers are there for you.
Yeah, and it can be quick and easy if you're willing to do the work.
Yeah.
Drop the resistance and just do the work. It's that simple.
Yeah.
But don't expect like something else outside of you to do it for you. It's crazy. Even if you go to a counseling session or or you even have like a plant medicine experience, you still have to do the work. You still have to integrate what you've learned. Like, it's not going to change on its own.
No.
It's crazy. So the key thing is stop resisting the change. Like, do the work, be the change, and then you get the results. And then you deserve them because you've done the work.
Absolutely.
So,
and then it feels so much more fulfilling, doesn't it?
So much more fulfilling. That's where the fulfillment comes from. I mean, we were literally put here to evolve. So let's do this. Let's evolve. Let's evolve in our relationships, in our lives. Let's evolve together. And if you've loved this and you want more, come and join us. We have an amazing community that we're building of couples just like us, women and men just like you, who are committed to doing this work and they don't want to do it alone because we were never meant to do it alone. We were meant to learn from each other. We were meant to have multiple perspectives reflected back to us so that we could see the stuff inside of us that we can't see.
Yeah, because the truth is you can't see all the things going inside of you that are not helping you evolve. So you need some other people around you to help support you, and that's exactly what we've created. So if you want to check out the ways in which you can work with us, whether it's free or paid programs, just check out the links down below this, and we'll see you in the next video.